I just want to make a quick video. I was watched We Are Change and heard about how Luke Rudowski couldn't get in Canada. They searched. They had like two different checkpoints, and they searched his vehicle thoroughly and everything. And then they finally said he couldn't get in because he had some outstanding thing going on with the FBI. And but um, F, Luke told him that it had been dropped and that there wasn't anything to it. And they said, well, we can't let you in the country for 10 years when you have any kind of a charge or whatever. And Luke was saying that even if he went back to the FBI, that he couldn't. He already did go back to the FBI before, and said that they don't have anything on him. So that reminded me of like one time when I was playing my guitar, and they were telling me, well, you need a permit to play your guitar out here. And I said, where do I get it? And they said, go to City Hall. So I went to City Hall, and they said, well, we don't have permits for that. So, and they do that. They have permits for protesting or anything you do, you know, now. Um, and, you know, how do you call paying for free speech? That's not free speech. And so that was what that reminded me of. And I see this more and more. And I think a lot of people that are well-to-do, they say, well, you know, I don't see that anybody's rights are being taken. Or, you know, like Obama, he's probably just sitting there and saying, well, you know, I'm a Democrat and everything, and I'm all for liberty and stuff, and I don't really see that anybody's really losing their rights. Well, um, when you're sitting in the ivory towers, you know, you probably don't. But a lot of people that do have a lot of money and stuff, they really know in their heart that there's getting to be less and less freedom, and they um, they realize uh, that we're turning into a dictatorship, nationalist socialist, which is Nazi. That's what a national socialist is, Nazi. And like Bush took away something that goes back to the 12th century when he says that you don't have a right to find out what your charges are if you're considered an enemy combatant. And by the way, you don't have to be a foreigner to be considered an enemy combatant. Um, the, one thing Alex Jones said before, he said that even the Nazis didn't write some of these things down. You know, they didn't have the chutzpah to write things down like that you don't have any rights and stuff. But that's what we got now. We got something worse than Nazi. And so it's getting to be like the rich might say, well, you know, everything is fine. You know, I'm making all money, you know, all hand over fist. Well, yeah, but the thing is, it's all money that's uh, just made out of you know nothing. It's the Federal Reserve is just an arm of the Rothschilds, and they've been doing the same thing for hundreds of years, where they back the Morgans and they back the Rockefellers, and people thought J.P. Morgan was the richest man in the world. They found out he only owned 10% of everything. So J.P. Morgan today, you know, that the whole outfit is still part of the Rothschilds outfit. The Federal Reserve is part of the Rothschilds. And that's how come there's money going overseas, our tax money, you know, and that's going right over to merry old England. And so, but, you know, Barack Obama doesn't, you know, he should pull away from these slave ships. By the way, the Rothschilds had slave ships too, and they don't really care. They don't care if some of our soldiers get their legs blown off because they can sell Jeeps for $1 million. They have just, cheap metal underneath them and sell them a Jeep for $1 million. They like 1,000% on there. Whenever they like 1,000% profit. There's nothing more profitable for than $1 million Jeep. So anyway, I don't want to keep going too long, but I would just urge people to listen to Alex Jones and listen to We Are Change and try to stay informed because things, you know, they're just closing their eyes to what's going on. It's not going to make things better. And I wish that our leaders would really lead and not lead us. Like he said he was going to steer the ship, and right now he's steering it right towards landmines, right towards World War III. And, you could say, well, if we have World War III, Russia will be on our side. Well, they were on our side last time, too. But you can bet no matter how you how you do it, it's not a funny thing. And the police state is not a funny thing. And like Obama, the thing is, you've got a chance to lead, and once you're out of office, you could end up in the same. Somebody could just not take a liking to you, and you think you got worries now. Just think what it'd be like if you're living in a police state. Somebody says, "Well, he might be a threat or something down the line, or he might have some valuables that I think I want, and so I'll just kill him and take his stuff." Or, so that's why I say, get somebody from the CIA that you can trust. Um, get and that isn't a fascist, the Rothschild fascist. Get somebody from the Pentagon that isn't a Rothschild fascist, and then you've got a little bit of a foothold anyway. But other than that, you're just going to be a Nazi fascist criminal like the rest of them. Thank you very much. Have a very nice day, everybody.